Pro Football player Travis Kelce is pressed for time during the football season. So he does two things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing.
Two things at once!
Or getting this season's updated COVID-19 shot at the same visit as his flu shot.
Two things at once.
You can be like Travis and ask your pharmacist about getting this season's COVID-19 shot at the same visit as your flu shot, if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You can even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
We value human connection with fewer distractions. US Cellular, built for us. Visit your US Cellular authorized agent, Cellular Advantage, located at 918 South Locust Street in Glenwood.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm.
Hey everybody, what's going on? How are you today? I thank you very much for taking your time out today with me. I really do. I really do appreciate your time for taking this little, 10, 15 minutes out of your day to spend with me, to listen to me, to break bread with me, for those of you that are eating lunch, for those of you who are eating breakfast, for those of you who are driving in your car, or you're just sitting back listening in your living room. I thank you very much for taking your time to listen to me today. If you understand or hearing my enunciations or my pronunciations or my emphasis on the word time, because I want us to understand how important is time, and time, you never get it back, right? And a lot of us take moments out the day to reflect, to try to improve on ourselves over the next 5, 10, 20 minutes, let alone years. Well, that's one form of using your time wisely. Also, taking the time to relax, to take a nice hot shower or bath and, calm down. That's another time of using your time wisely. Now, I'm going to explain something to you where I felt like I did not use my time wisely. So I was advised to do I was referred to do a presentation for a high-level individual, and in that they had a really, really big conference coming up within the next year or so. So they really wanted me to put together a whole package of everything. But understanding within this presentation, they said, Maurice, mind you, I am putting you in, I'm fitting you in, quote unquote, time is limited. So don't go off on a tangent. Go in, do your presentation, and let's keep it moving, right? So, and I had about 2 weeks to put this presentation together. So, one, I felt like I was under a time crunch to some degree for what the individual had said. So they wanted me to do some designs, wanted me to do some logos, some flyers, create a cover for their journal, and put together a website, all these pieces they really wanted me to put together, which I did not have a problem with. And at that time, I was still relatively new in my profession. So I did not understand what was needed because I did not have enough time in that spot. But I did have a relationship with the individual who said, hey, make this presentation. because they had known me over a length of time. Again, here's this time piece, right? So sometimes relationships, because they are built over time, people trust you, right? And they trust you enough that you can create something on a magnitude that was presented to me at that moment. So now but I'm also pressured because I feel like I don't have enough time because of this relationship. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to damage it because I was referred by them. So I felt like I was under the gun. So how much pressure did I have? How much time did I have to put together the best version of myself? So I'll put the presentation together and I go to the meeting. And when I go to the meeting, I'm sitting down and I'm talking with this individual, and the whole time I was there, they're kind of moving around. They're listening to me, not listening to me. They're checking their phone. They're looking at other papers. They're jumping up, going to the filing cabinet. The whole time I'm sitting there talking with them. And as I'm doing this presentation, I keep looking at the individual that referred me, and she's just like, hey, she's showing, waving her hands in a downward motion to say, calm down, relax, you're fine, you're fine. And as I was finished, he turns to me and says to me, that's it? I said, yes. He says, I expected for you to have taken more time. And he said to me, were you rushing? I said, to some degree, I was, was explaining that, you didn't have something, you had something else going on. And for me to give you what I can or can't do, understand what the deliverables are, can I execute it? And I only have X amount of time to get it done. Mind you, after I said everything, he said to me, you came off as if you were in a rush. You came off as if you weren't always confident in what you can provide. Mind you, I had already done my due diligence in learning about you, and your name has come up more than once, not just from this individual that referred you, but from other individuals. So you had enough time to put together a better presentation. And I'm like, all I can say is wow, because I felt like I didn't have enough time because I was too busy trying to respect their time and put as many things out there as possible without going to full explanation for each one, how they could be completed, 100%. I was just more focused on the information, what he asked for. Can I do it? Yes or no? Now, granted, it wasn't that cut and dry. Like, yo, can you do a flyer? Well, yeah, I could do a flyer, but but what does it look like? What's the colors? Things like I did not explain some of the little more intricate details that he was interested in. So, are you utilizing your time and even expressing yourself? People talk about, what's your 30-second, elevator pitch? And some people take that very literally, your 30-second pitch. But do you also have your 15-second pitch, your 30-second pitch, your 5-minute pitch? Do you have your pitch for your presentations? Do you have your pitch for your business plan? Do you have your pitch for your business idea? Are you ready to make that change in your life? Are you taking enough time? Are you utilizing your time wisely? I understand that we want to be respectful because we had talked about that trust part. That's one of the pieces of being of creating trust and building your brand is being respectful of your customers or clients' time or potential, right? And I understand that We want to be respectful. We understand that we only have a short amount of time to sell who we are and where we're going, what our vision is. But let's look at it like this. We also need to take our time to be clear, that our message is clear. And a lot of times our message is all over the place because we want to do 1,000 different things without saying, hey, to this individual, we are building a brand, right? And in building a brand, we have all these pieces that's under this one roof. Remember, I had told to you a few moments ago about, a show ago about meeting deadlines and building trust part 2 and things like that, of how, as we're building this brand, are we taking these moments to be clear on how we are presenting ourselves to whoever it is? Is our message clear? Please take the time out today on, does my idea, or on the idea of my presentation, take the time out to make sure that your message, when someone is asking you a question, is your message clear? Take the time to make sure that your vision statement and your mission statement is clear. Then that way, as you're building your brand and you starting to find your reputation, people understand that your mission and vision statement meets up to what the reputation of or how people look at you, right? So if they line up, that means that you're aligned, your message is clear as you're moving forward. Please take the time.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.